You didn't have to cut me off. Think I can never have something that we were nothing. I don't even need your love, but you treat me like a stranger and I feel so loved. No, you didn't have to stoop so low. Have your friends collect your records and then change your number. I guess that I don't need that though. Now you're just somebody that I used to know. Now you're just somebody that I used to know. Now you're just somebody that I used to know.
What is going on, you guys? It is Dog Cost Crypto here. I was like, how to get rich in Hex Rich, baby. Today's a special event. It deserves 2 Pepes. Like, subscribe to the channel, retweet the tweet out, man, and let's do it again. Woo! Damn, dude, today's a special stream, man. That deserves 2 Pepes back to back. Bassy and smooth, baby. What is going on, you guys, man? Dude, we have been, I haven't done a Hex-specific stream in a minute now. The last one that I did, we were talking about Hex at, was it 5.8 or like 6.2 cents? And, you know, we're over here just chilling at 8 and 9 cents right now. It's really beautiful right now. I mean, we're in this really cool position. We've touched 9 cents. We actually even touched 10 cents on the Hex price, which was sick. Obviously, some people had some limit orders, but it just is what it is, man. David Walsh with a $20 super chat, man. Ready for the hopeium injection. Uncut hopeium, baby. Woo! Today is the day, baby, man. I look, there is. I'm gonna do a lot of truth bombs on this stream right now about Hex and about the overall crypto system right now and where we're at right now. I'm not gonna sugarcoat it. We're like, there is a lot of volatility coming to the space, a lot, and very well we could have a dip sometime either in middle summer or late summer. But that's a beautiful thing because I think right after we have that massive dip, we are going to get the launch of Pulse Chain. And with the launch of Pulse Chain, we are going to have the snapshot. And people who did not sacrifice for Hex, for Pulse Chain or Pulse X, are going to need to either buy Hex in order to get into the ecosystem, really, if they want to get into that snapshot. So we are going to more than likely have a very massive move in the price of Hex to the upwards, right now. So we're in a bullish, honestly, 6 months for Hex. We're in a bullish period for Hex in the next 6 months. It's going to be really nice to be a Hex again. When we do have a dip, Hex is going to hold up better than most altcoins, which is going to be really great, right? The absolute worst I could see for a retracement would be about 5 cents. But definitely, man. And that is right, man. The earth is flat. Hilarious, man. But, woo! We are going to see some crazy high prices on Hex, you guys. I mean, shout out to everybody who believed in us, and me and Charlie from Cultivate Crypto and stuff. We've always backed Hex and stuff. It took a little convincing in some parts for some people, but we're here now, right? And this is just a little victory lap here, right? We've had some recent tweets from Richard saying that, basically the V3 is really, really close. And damn, dudes, like, it's close. Richard's over here saying like, yo, we just need this one little thing, and then like it's here, you guys. So this puts us in a really, really cool position, right? So 10 cents is really the next psychological zone in terms of there's people who have a little bit of these limit orders. There's a few $1 million limit orders last time I checked. Hopefully they, as well as maybe some secret ones, but I think we'll blow past that. We're really looking about a 12 to 13 cent Hex on the V3 announcement news being kind of the minimum. Let me say that again, you guys. We're looking for about a 12 to 13 cent Hex minimum for the V3 launch. Sheesh. All right, man, shit. I only got 100K coins. Am I going to make it? Yeah, man, you're going to make it, bro. But remember, it's a step. It's a step to the future. It's a step, because I said this before and I'll say it again. I truly believe that at a minimum, I believe Hex will hit about $2 this cycle. That's more of my low end, but I think that is more than likely where we're going to get. I think $2 would be kind of the minimum for Hex to hit this cycle. But I'm really looking for more of a $5.65 Hex. So $5.65 is 100,000x. Let me say that again. $5.65 is 100,000x. From Hex's all-time low back in 2020 to right now, and in the future, if we hit that $5 mark, we are at 100,000x. Sheesh. It's good to be alive, baby. With a $2 Hex, I could buy a fucking Lambo, man. What the hell, man? That is beautiful, man. Sheesh. Corey the Investor, man. What's up, dude? $50 Super Chat 2024 is going to change, is going to come, baby. 100. And if we hit over $2 Hex, Pepe. Damn, dude. Bugatti out, man. Now, I really hope for some of you guys to pay off your houses, do some really cool stuff, pay off your credit card debt and stuff when that happens. I've talked about this story before, and I'll say it again. There was I think it's not recommended, but we do it sometimes. We're riding on the razor's edge, and we're riding the lightning, and when I kept DCing into Hex and into cryptocurrencies for a good period of time, and taking business everything that I could into crypto, and I got myself into a little bit of debt, but I really believed in the space, and then once the bull market really continued on, I was able to pay off all my debt, my cars, everything, and it put me in a position where, like, you can start taking even more risk if you like, but the power of just having all your things paid off and you're just living at that point is just incredible. I can't tell you how awesome it feels, because it just takes this huge pressure off of you. And from there, you kind of graduate up a stair step in the hierarchy, and in the I would say, like, the life category, in terms of, like, where you can start thinking about different things and, like, where you want to go with your life. A lot of times we're doing what we have to do in order to scrape by. But once you're the master of your own destiny, you can choose what you want to do with your life. And I believe that's really what I came in the space for. And I teach a lot of people about crypto. Right. Time is worth more than all the money, definitely. But as well as life is work. And I think, like, you will not escape work. I know it's a really weird, it's a very, very strange thing to say, that, like, you can't escape work, but it's very true. Everything, you will make work out of everything. So no matter what, even if everything's paid off, everything's good, you will make your life hard no matter what. Because, like, oh, I got to get out of bed. Oh my God, I got to go to the gym. Oh my God, I got to do this. And it's really easy now, because there's a lot of dudes that are working every single day, hitting the gym, doing all this cool stuff and everything, right? Because they're a good portion of their time, right? The 8 hours you're forced to be at work, you feel like your life's being stolen from you. So you're fantasizing all day at your job or at your work, fantasizing about what you're going to do afterwards. And then you have this passion to do so. But when you no longer have to go to work, when you no longer have to do that, when you have those 8 hours back, and it's all your time, you have to find them. That's why you have to focus on things you really want to do. And when you find something you really want to do, you're going to spend a lot of time in that. So just think about that for a second. Crypto Jedi, man, with the 555 Cuatro Cinco. What's going on? DCC, quick take. If my Padawan has 1 million hex coins, okay. Should he leave liquid until snapshot, get the million P hex, and stake half of it for PX and play with the rest through 25? The force is strong with this hold. May your hex be with you always. What a great question, dude. Crypto Jedi, that's a great question. Okay. Young Padawan. So this young Padawan has 1 million hex coins, allegedly, right? Should he leave it liquid until snapshot, get the 1 point, we'll get the million P hex for pulse, then stake half of it for E hex, then play the rest with the. I think that's not a terrible idea. Yeah, if you're just waiting for the snapshot and then you'll start staking, then as long as you stake, but the t-shirt rate is going to be higher for you, but as long as there's a plan, I think that's not a terrible idea, personally. Because you are going to stake on the hex side. Now, there is a case to be said, like, okay, I should stake my coins right now, and then just get the extra interest, and on top of that, I'm going to do the snapshot anyway, right? But either way, the interest you're going to miss out is not going to be that crazy. If as long as Pulse Chain comes out to where I believe in the middle to late summer of this year, so I think it's not a terrible idea. Like the downside risk isn't terrible. Like what you're doing is you're hedging here a little bit, but I think it's a decent hedge here. So I think that's not a terrible idea. I think your Padawan's right. Panacea. That's funny. How much midichlorians does your Padawan have? Many, many tens of hundreds of millions. Sheesh. Bro, the hopium is so strong, man. Definitely, man. We were some of the only channels out here, even in the hex space, that were saying, DCA, 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 man. Like, I'm buying hex right here. I mean, you can go back in my videos and stuff. I'll make a clip of it where I said, yeah, I bought here at 1.9 cents. And I bought a really good amount. Then as the price, I think once we bottomed out, I bought a little bit more from there as well. But and then the rest of my dry powder right around I think right before we had the like I think at the beginning of the USDC peg break. I then took the rest of my stables, put it into 25% Ethereum, 75% Hex, and damn, that was nice. So, all right, you know what, chat? You know what? I want to ask you guys something really cool. Okay, don't say what kind of bag, don't say what kind of number of Hex you got, but if Hex hits $2, what can you buy? I would just love to see. You're like, what's in your price? I would love to see that shit. Like, if Hex hits $2, what can you get? I'll throw a little Pepe in there for I wait for these questions, for these answers.
Didn't have to cut me off. Think I can never have something that we were nothing. I don't even need your love, but you treat me like a stranger, and I feel so loved. No, you didn't have to stoop so low. Have your friends collect your records and you change your number. I guess that I don't need that though. Now you're just somebody that I used to know. Now you're just somebody that I used to know. Now you're just somebody that I used to know.
Sheesh, baby. Oh my God. I love these. I'm literally going to go through all these questions right now, man. This is a hopeium stream. This is how to get, and I'm going to get into how to get Hex Rich, man. But man, this is like, but it's the people. The people behind a coin is what makes it powerful. And the most powerful community in the world in cryptocurrency is Hex, period. And soon to be Pulse Chain. But the backbone, but even when Pulse Chain launches, the backbone of the Pulse Chain ecosystem is the Hexagons forever and ever. It doesn't matter. I mean, what's going to eventually happen is that once the Pulse Chain ecosystem keeps growing and growing and growing, the Hexagons are going to be a smaller but loud majority. And it's going to, I think we're going to be the top 20% class, basically, of the ecosystem. We are the backbone. We're going to be, I think over time, we're going to get a lot of people that are just, more some DeFi native dudes, random dudes from other ecosystems. But the Hexagons are going to be the backbone, the support, the brace for the entire fucking ecosystem. That is Pulse Chain, PulseX, the incentive token, the new MetaMask token, Hex and PHEX, and everything else in between, right? The Holy Trinities and the dark triads, right? So, I mean, to start things off, man, Cultivate Crypto, everything I ever wanted or need. Beautiful, man. So let me start this off, man. I'm gonna go through a lot of your comments right now about like what can you buy, and it's fun, like now some people like this is smoking less crack than what the Bitcoiners are doing right now. Let me read it. So right now I'm talking about $2 Hex, right? Basically a 4x from the all-time high. Not that crazy, right? Coins do 4x's, at least from all-time highs. Even coins that kind of underperform, right? Even something like, Litecoin underperformed, right? From its last all-time high from 2017. It still hit $700. So it's just that sort of thing, right? Now, oh my God, this is so hilarious, man. And shout out to you, man. Funk Master Hexbot, 17 times under 3 cents, the power of the dollar cost average. Sheesh, gold grilling, baby. And one more thing before we get, Hex got listed on Mexi Sex Exchange, bullish. Yeah, it's cool. It's the beginning. So we are going to start getting the opening of the floodgates of these exchanges and stuff. So it starts off with, shout out to these guys. I think these guys are out of Europe and stuff. Shout out to them. Personally, I'm probably not using them just because I can still get my Hex to Uniswap, but it's beautiful because it allows some people in Europe and in other parts of the world to get access to it. But we are going to slowly over time get on these exchanges. And if I were to say what exchange we're most likely to get listed on in the US side, I would probably say it's either going to be Kraken or it's going to be maybe Binance USA. I think if we ever did get listed on something, now we could actually get some Hexagons launching an exchange or something. That's something different. But I mean, of the pre-existing partners that exist right now, we are most likely to get probably Kraken to launch us first or Binance USA, which is pretty cool. So, shout out to them and stuff. But that's what we're looking at. So, historic step right here. We got a centralized exchange to list Hex. Beautiful. And I think it spiked up to 18 cents. 18 cents on that centralized exchange. Crazy. But hit the like button, you guys, or Hex will stop pumping and stuff. If you don't hit the like button, it's haram. This is sadness. You're not gonna be happy with the price anymore. But go, Ju Satorio. What's up, man? He's like, I'm buying a Lambo. Classic move, man. Buying a Lambo, man. Definitely, man. Hopefully it's an Aventador. But a Huracan is tight as hell. Actually, I would tell you, if you have the money to buy a Huracan and that's all the money you have, or you have the money to buy an Aventador, get the Huracan, keep the cash, because then that capital you'll be able to buy the lows on the next cycle, and then you're going to be out here just living life, man. Stimmy check equals BTC, man. New wife. That, well, hopefully it's not mail order. But this is actually a very true statement. You know, as you gain higher and higher wealth and stuff like that. I mean, we've said this before, men are success objects for women, right? And, you know, the more successful you are, the more swagger you got. It isn't just like you're just like tricking out here for money, but it's going to put you in a more confident zone. It's going to put you in you might finally have your own place. You're going to have your car. You have a nice car and stuff like that. You're going to be more available to actually go into the market and stuff. And it's very likely a lot of you guys will start and find families from this. So it's 100% possible that crypto's beautiful and stuff would like that. Tyler, RH's watch collection. Damn, son. So you got a lot of Hex, man. You got a lot of Hex. I mean, good on you, dude. Yeah, I'm with you on that, bro. I could actually, at $2, I really could buy a Richard's collection as well. That's beautiful, man. Hugh Hefner, man. What's up, man? Bugatti, baby. Definitely, man. Get that $3 or $4 million Bugatti, man. That's beautiful, man. Now, I know we're kind of halfway joking here, but yeah, make sure that you stack some cash in the bank. And you also, you know, buy a property, just set yourself up, make your floor granite, solid footing. So that way you're able to make these long-term good decisions that can propel you to the next level and ascend the citadel. This crypto, there is like, I just got off a call. Like I can't say who it is, right? But I recently just got off a call with a very, very prominent Hexagon. And we were talking about what's going on. We know of quite a few guys that moved to different countries, and they had a lot of money when they moved there, and now they're almost dead broke on their ass and stuff because they basically overspent and went a little too ham, or just they didn't sell, or like, you know, nothing, like prudent financial decisions weren't met, you know. So they're still in the game, they're still in Hex and stuff like that, but it, you know, it cost them, you know. So make sure you're making good moves. Vote them gains, baby. My first house. That is, yo, shout out to you, man. That deserves a Pepe. That deserves a classic Pepe. That's the prudent moves, like, man, buying your first house, but make sure it's an area you like. Travel a little bit. Like, seriously, like, you guys, we made it to more or less, I think, at worst case, we got one more rough patch in the crypto space. One more of the cycle. We got one more little kick in the dick where we're like, holy shit, wow. I mean, shit. I mean, if we had a bingo card, USDC unpegged, holy crap. But outside of that, right, we probably got one more little, like, to the face, and then we're off. We're off to this fucking bull market. I'm so proud I am so fucking proud of you guys. All 366 of you, baby. Make that 402. I want 420 live viewers right now. Subscribe, hit the notification bell, and retweet this out. Share it everywhere. Share it in the Telegram chats and the Discords and everything like that. I want 420 viewers, baby. 420, baby. Light it up. And oh, thank you so much, Grey Goose, man. Yeah, DCC's positive energy is contagious. No, that's why. And I want to push that energy out there because I want you guys. Because, bro, like I'm not lying to you. Like I felt sad too. Like I didn't feel that hot. Like when the only time I felt really terrible. Remember when it was just back to back? We had what was it? 3 hours Capital go down. Then we had a Luna go down. Then we had Celsius go down. No, I think we had Voyager and Celsius. And we had all these just bam, bam, bam. It was like 2 months of just getting hit up with a fucking machete. Only time I felt bad for about 2 weeks recalibrated because I had to be strong and I had to be a man and I had to make sure that I was guiding my people the correct way, being Moses, being Hex Jesus out here, and just continued on. And we were able to do a really great thing. We rallied the troops. We ended up we launched the crypto mindset course in November, and we have literally not done a course in almost 5 months plus. Because we made sure that we took care of our family. We made sure we took care of the guys who took the course, and the guys who were in the Citadel. We were doing webinars. We were doing coursework. We were doing everything we could, streams. I mean, I tripled. I tripled. Like, Charlie doubled. Charlie was always streaming a lot. Charlie's a hardworking guy. Charlie doubled his work ethic and work effort and stuff. Clips, shorts, videos, podcasts, interviews, and streams. I tripled my fucking expansion as well and stuff. I was doing a little bit less videos than Charlie, just as an FYI. And we just together, we literally did more content than we've ever done, even in a bull market, during that bear market, in order to make sure to put out the good word. You guys, DCA, fuck, I know it feels bad right now, bro, but you have to put money in now, bro. You have to put money in now. Now, everyone's up 2x, getting their 2x on Bitcoin and Ethereum, and they're up somewhere between a 2 to a fucking 5x on altcoins right now. In the bottom of a bear market with all this inflation, the banks crashing. Oh, woe is me. Everything's dead. Oh my God. Hexican's gold grilling out here. Bitcoin and Ethereum rallied 14, 20%. Hex went up like damn near 50%. Every other coin was down. Oh my God, the whole world was going down. The stock market crashing. Real estate crashing. Bitcoin like this. Crypto like this. Hex like this. I mean, let me go more hockey stick for Hex. Sheesh. That's right. And what is it? What about all these other guys? What about all these other crypto guys, right? I've heard all this mad shit talking about me and Charlie for a long time, right? Well, we've been proven right time after fucking time. Time after time. We put a lot of work in. We make sure we only talk about projects that we like, we good. Sure, you got a couple underperformances. It's normal. I mean, you're taking shots out here, right? Like, even the best pickup artists in the world, right? They got a 15% hit rate. 15%. We're shooting better than that. We're shooting better than Barry Bonds, baby. I'm not trying to talk shit right now, but bro, man, the way we're batting, bro, we're batting bigs, you guys. Look at the other crypto. I mean, dude, 90% of the crypto YouTubers disappeared. Disappeared. Now, I got to give a little credit. There was a couple guys that stayed around. BitBoy stayed around, a couple other guys as well, right? But usually you find, like, Ivan on Tech stayed around and stuff. But look at, magically, who are those? There are guys that are friendly with Hex. How did that happen? It's because how powerful this community is. Sammy Sosa of the game, baby. Betting against us, man, shit. If we were I wish I had a place you could short us, bro. Short us, and I'll see you get wrecked, bro. Oh my God, if me and Charlie had a place where you could short me and Charlie's careers right now, god damn, dude. God damn, bro. You would be some broke motherfuckers. That'd be, man. It's like Richard saying, man, I wish there was a place. Fiat coming soon. Famous coming soon. I wish there was a place where you could short Hex, man, so you can get fucking boned. Cultivate crypto disappeared like farts in the wind, most of them. Yeah. And we're barely getting a couple of these little cuck motherfuckers like crawling back. Yeah, I still do crypto. We have guys completely, I mean, they're like, now, this is not dissing on the females, but there's a lot of female crypto ladies and shit that completely stopped doing crypto content and went off to talk about random bullshit. I know one crypto, I ain't gonna say his name, but I know one crypto channel that was doing crypto content. That was a guy, pretty big on the channel, started doing makeup tutorials. A dude, makeup tutorials. Was doing crypto content, makeup tutorials. The fuck are we, what are we talking about right now? What are we doing right now? Like, we told you, look, when we say we're going to be here for until the wheels fall off, we're going to be here till the wheels fall off. For real. My all-time low for my channel, I hit 120 Spartans. I had 120 live viewers on one stream one time. And right now we're at 420 motherfucking live viewers, man. Sheesh! You want to know last cycle? There was guys shilling bullshit projects that went to go like. This is a little dating myself here. There was guys from BitConnect back in the day, right? That were talking, well, scammer motherfuckers, right? That went on, that ended up leaving the industry and started selling fucking jumpy houses.
You didn't have to cut me off. Think I like it never happened, that we were nothing. I don't even need your love, but you treat me like a stranger and I feel so loved. No, you didn't have to stoop so low. Have your friends collect your records and then change your number. I guess that I don't need that though. Now you're just somebody that I used to know. Now you're just somebody that I used to know. Now you're just somebody that I used to know.
Sheesh! Didn't have to cut me off, baby. Don't worry, man. We're here for you, man. We are here for you, man. The mindset, the crypto mindset army, the Citadel, the Moon Gang is always here, man. We ain't leaving, man. I left my previous field and I came to this one because I had such a passion for investment and I had such a passion for helping people out. And, throughout my life, if I had the opportunity to help somebody out ascend themselves, then I went out of my way for them. And I know a lot of other good people that really go help people out. So it's just something that I brought in from my previous trade that I do over here for you guys, because I want to make sure you guys come up with me. And man, it ain't no fun if the homies ain't getting any, right? It ain't no fun if the homies ain't getting any, right? So I'm going to show you guys how to get Hex Rich, but at the same time, I'm also going to show you how to also, make sure that, you make some money in the crypto space, you keep it, and then we keep going on, right? You're always going to leave a little money on the table. It's never going to be perfect. But if you can make it 2 cycles, 3 cycles in this crypto space, it's impossible not to make a ton of money. Impossible. It doesn't matter what's happening in the bank. Look, if the bank shut down today, and we couldn't sell crypto, if we couldn't sell our crypto into cash, what changed? We could still buy and sell our fucking coins on DEXs. We can still yield farm. We are affected with the prices of the outside world, but we cannot be shut down. We cannot be silenced. We can always be ourselves. That's the power. That's why I'm a red pill guy. That we've onboarded a lot of people from the red pill space into the crypto space. But it is to have control over your money. It's a libertarian ideal, but mixed in with a lot of other practical things of the real world. But it is like we're like, this is like the age of Aquarius, right? Like the age of enlightenment, like new information. This for the first time humans are able to send. We could send money to anyone in the fucking world with an L1 address, an Ethereum address, a Bitcoin address. We can send money to anyone within 10 minutes or 3 seconds with a pulse chain. Self-custody, man. You hold your own tokens. You have all the power. You've rugged the middlemen, and you hold everything now. When you're an LP provider, you are lending your own tokens to a trustless contract, and then you're also getting the interest. You're also getting the negative and the positive of it. But you are getting all the rewards of taking the risk. When you're in the stock market, you don't even hold your own stock token. It's like when you buy an Apple share, you do own it, but you don't hold custody of it. When you don't own custody of your own stock tokens, what ends up happening is that when you buy Apple on the stock market, that Apple stock is being lent out by the middleman, and you get nothing of that. You get paid a little bit of the dividend here and there, but you're getting paid 1 or 2% dividend and stuff like that on your Apple stock, and they're making probably 7 or 8% on that, lending it out for people borrowing and shorting. But if you actually had custody of all your stocks, if you have stocks, do you know how much extra yield you'd be able to generate off of your stocks? How much more valuable, how much more higher the prices would go? This, like, crypto's infectious. One day we are going to tokenize the equities market. But beautiful, man. Dose Dizzy with the $10 super chat, man. What's up? This weekend, I onboarded my mother and my 15-year-old cousin and set them up with a small bag of Hex and a little bit of ILV for the long term. I learned it all from you guys. Salute, sir. A salute to YouTube. And that is beautiful, man. I onboarded my mom too. And definitely my brother. Do you want to know something? When I got into crypto, my brother was 15 years old, maybe even 14 years old. And I onboarded him into crypto. He has crypto as well. And it's a beautiful fucking thing because now my brother's now 21 years old. He's been in crypto for about 5 years now. Sure, he's playing around with, like, you're a kid. You're not playing around with crazy money. But imagine having that experience of knowing how to use a MetaMask since 15 years old. You don't know what power you've given your cousin. You have set your cousin up for an incredible life because you have set his financial literacy to an unbelievable level, and you have put him into such a category that of competitive advantage against his peers that is insane. Mostly millennials are using crypto. You're getting a lot of the Zoomers, but you have put your Zoomer cousin into such a fucking powerful fucking position that you set him up. I mean, one day he is going to thank you. So thank you so much, Doe, for doing this for me. And that's what I do it for. And this is beautiful that you're doing this for your family. It's a lot of stuff. You got to help yourself out first. I mean, it's a hard thing. They teach you this when you get on airplanes, private jets, or anything like that. That you put the air mask on yourself first. You can't save anyone if you can't save yourself. You got to save yourself. You got to educate yourself. You got to teach yourself how to do this stuff. Then you can help others by educating them. And it's this right here. Turbo dorks to the moon, man. That is beautiful, man. Like I love seeing stuff like that, man. Let me see if I missed any other super chats just in case before we continue on. But let me tell you, so just talking about the Hex price, right? So $2 isn't that crazy, you guys. Let me see if I missed anybody. Okay, there's one more super chat. Yeah, so let me just finish with the super chat right here. So live, love, give 555. Thank you, sir. I say a couple Lambos, but I really will put money and invest it into my concrete precasting company, which is currently working on. So hey, beautiful, dude. That's a beautiful thing. But just remember, let me tell you this as a person that was in the trades. I mean, I had quite a few employees. I had 2 businesses. I had an irrigation installation business, and I had a landscape business. That was mostly to like rich individuals and stuff, and large like properties and stuff. But make sure you invest in the good equipment. You get all the stuff, a nice truck and everything like that. But save a good amount of cash there, because sometimes it's all like me and Justin talk about this all the time. It's all about deal flow. It's all about how much you always have something coming up. You're always bidding on new things. You have customers coming to you from experience, right? And you have to have a lot of cash on hand, some decent amount of cash on hand, because there's like 2 months where you're feasting, and then 2 months where you're kind of just like dick in the wind. And 1 month when it's starting to pick up again. That's how contracting is for the most part. You're hitting it out of the park, calms down, gets quiet, picks up again. So during those months, make sure, like I would tell you, make sure you have solid guys, you're paying your guys well, and that you have cash. You have enough cash there that 6 months fuck yourself, but 6 months to make sure to keep your workers, because without your employees, you will not be able to scale or do jobs. There's jobs where like I was able to do it like before I quit at my peak there, right? I was able to do very large jobs, but when things slowed down, the jobs came to me and I couldn't do them because I just didn't have the 25 employee. I needed 25 workers at the time, and I only had 15, so I couldn't even take on the job. It was too big even for myself, and it was that sort of thing. So eventually, maybe you were doing jobs where you have 5 or 6 guys, but then eventually, like you start getting your hands on where you need 10 guys plus. So just having that capital there will just put you into a different stratosphere and stuff. This is originally one of the reasons why I got into crypto, is because I wanted to invest my money so I can reinvest into my business. Now, if you end up staying in this business, that is a beautiful, beautiful thing, and it's ebbs and flows. But make sure the most important thing is that you have the money to pay your employees. That is priority number one, because you will have a lot of people that depend on you, man. And that's the best advice that I can give you, is to have that cash flow there and then invest what you can. You're going to feel sometimes like, oh my God, I feel like I have opportunity cost. I could have put money into this and had this. Don't think like that, because you're doing a great thing. America and most of the world runs on small businesses, and by you having those jobs for people, you are doing a great thing. So thank you. Sheesh, baby. I think we have one more super chat. I think that boom. Okay, so here we go. Jacob Smith, man, with the $2 super chat. 35K of Hex is not 35. 35K of Hex is not 35K of Hex, not 35K in dollars. I got you, man. It's still a good amount, man. Hey, just keep building it up, dude. Keep building it up, man. I feel you, man. We'll also build up a little Ethereum. You guys, FYI for anyone that's in Hex, but regardless or not, I know it's cool, like to like all, if you're a Hexican, you're all in on Hex and stuff and everything, but build up a little Ethereum as well. Trust me on this. Gas fees are going to get crazy. You're going to need the kind of money, like just have one or two extra Ethereum on some altcoin wallets, just so you can pay the transaction fees, so you're able to move shuck and jive and stuff, because have money in the different wallets you're able to move. Speed kills. Sometimes being able to move to be able to do a certain action, you need to have the capital there. Imagine if you had to I have to send wallet to this money, then move to this one, do this and this. Imagine if the wallets already have money already. I'm not telling you to have all your money everywhere, but imagine you have an Ethereum here, an Ethereum there, an Ethereum there, an Ethereum there. So when you are moving in the space, you're able to and that speed, power, kills equals profit. So you have to take action quickly. You can think about it later on, and trust me, when you guys are building up these bags, it's going to surprise you. Like the gas fees you're going to pay is not going to matter. Right now, Ethereum's cheap. I'm telling you guys, Ethereum's hitting to $8,000 this cycle minimum. 8,000. We are at what? Currently, right now, Ethereum is at 70. Let's call it $1,800. Ethereum is basically at $1,800 right now. So let's do the math here, right? A little bit of moon math for you guys. Damn, that's good. Shit. That is a 4.4x. A 4.4x. That means on average, every single coin that we're looking at right now on the nomics right here. So here, let me pull up the chart real quick, just to show you guys this, right? That means if Ethereum's at $8,000 fucking dollars, that means every single coin on here has also done either a 3.8 or higher X return. So at the minimum, if I take the Hex price right now, which is at 8.8 cents, right? Or yeah, 8.6 cents, right? At minimum, when a fucking Ethereum's at $8,000, the absolute bargain bin minimum Hex is at is 40 cents. $0.40. Even XRP will be over $1. Binance coin will be above $1,000. USDC, God, I hope $1. 10 or 2. But and then that will put Bitcoin over $100,000. Just think about that, because almost every coin does 80% of what Ethereum does, and then the extra 20% gets distributed to the top performing coins. So you have to understand that Hex could be at bare minimum $8,000 Ethereum. We're talking 40-cent Hex. Oh my God, when will Hex move? Oh my God, oh man, it's so sad right here. I'm so poor. Oh man, this fucking coin just doesn't do shit ever. And that's right, man. And Zen will still be at 0. Sheesh. Well, no, you guys. Zen is at so many zeros. It will be. It's not gonna be at $1. Duh. But 8,000 is kind of what I see the minimum for what Ethereum will hit. The realm of possibility is more like if the $2 Hex is my minimum for Hex, right? Ethereum Hex, just FYI, Ethereum Hex. Now, right? Where the fuck does that put us for everything else, right? So if my $2 Hex is just for Hex, then my $2 Hex for Ethereum is $8,000. Where I really see Ethereum hitting is a range between 12 to 14,000. 12 to 14,000 for Ethereum. Because if we didn't get the upgrades, if we did not get the upgrades for Ethereum to the 2.0 upgrades like we had, we probably were looking at probably like 8 to 10 maximum for like Ethereum, right? But with these upgrades and the reduced selling pressure that on Ethereum, we've already had $1.3 billion of reduced selling pressure because the miners can't sell Ethereum anymore. The staker class is getting Ethereum. Even though the staker class in Ethereum isn't as great as the Hex staker class, you're better off giving it to people who actually believe in your product and business and thing, right? Because these people, even though they're small holders, they're not going to sell off 1% interest they just got today. Where like a large entity has so much Ethereum that they would probably start selling the dividends off as income and stuff. So you're getting just such a massive erosion of selling pressure on Ethereum. We've already literally had almost $1.5 billion of price of the selling pressure reduced off Ethereum. This is why Ethereum has performed so much better than Bitcoin. And this is facts. This is facts. Now, if we put Ethereum at $8,000, we're doing simple jack math here, you guys. Simple jack math, right? So let me go to let me go over here to CoinGecko. God, my eyes. We're at 15 Gwei, right? So if things are like super boring and we're at $8,000 on Ethereum, but things are probably hacked, so I'm probably going to put, instead of doing a 4x on the Gwei, I'm going to do probably a 12x on the Gwei, right? 15 times 12 is 180 Gwei. So more or less right now, if it costs about $8 to send a transaction times like basically 12, the minimum, it's going to cost about roughly $60 to $70 to send a transaction, just to send crypto to a different wallet. And to unstake your Hex, it's going to cost quite a lot. But because the Ethereum price is so high, the Hex price will just end up, the Hex is going to become more of a whale game, and it's going to just more teeter up and stuff. This is why the higher price is going to I believe is going to end up happening, because that higher price will end up keeping a lot of smaller stakes in profit. Some are just going to be out of the money, but we have the P-Hex side to protect us, which is beautiful. Mwah, chef's kiss. Chef's kiss. But if we're talking about an $8,000 Ethereum, that's the simple jack low end, like, oh my, that's kind of a shitty all-time high. Just being honest. A more reasonable all-time high, $12,000, $14,000. $12,000, $14,000 Ethereum. That's actually more or less where I'm thinking, but doesn't mean like you shouldn't take a little off the table once we start getting those crazy prices. You have to take a little off the table, make the bank account okay, make sure everything's flush, and then we just see how far this train's roaring. Maybe that might be the time to maybe sell 20% of the portfolio just into cash. Why not? Just not saying the whole thing, but like if we start hitting like $8,000 Ethereum, might be a good idea. Hey, 20% of the portfolio, chic. Let me see. Where the fuck did I leave this shit? Yeah. Take the fucking machete off that shit into cash just to make sure you fucking protect your ass, because if Ethereum's up 4x, from that point, your altcoin positions, right? So let's see, Ethereum from its all-time low is $800. So basically it's at a 2x, right? If Ethereum has done a 2x and Hex has done roughly, I would say, let's just do the mathematication here. Boom, 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 divided by 1 point. Let's just say 9 for me. So, but basically Ethereum's up a 2x from its all-time low, and Hex is up about a 5x. Can you imagine if we're up another 4x minimum, right? I mean, that would put Hex up 18x from its all-time low minimum. That's without an overperformance. So a lot of your altcoin positions right now will at least be 8 to 12 times higher. If Ethereum's done about a 4x, your altcoin positions should be roughly, from right now, you should be up 10 to 11x in profit. And so taking a 20% cut off the top of the portfolio, once we start getting to that level, will put about 2 times the money you put into the market. That's some math. That's some. You want some moon math? That's some fucking moon math right there. We're up so much. You can sell 20% of the portfolio. You get your principal back and a little extra on top of that. Almost like 2.5x on that.
You didn't have to cut me off. Think I can never have something that we were nothing. I don't even need your love, but you treat me like a stranger, and I feel so loved. No, you didn't have to stoop so low. Have your friends collect your records and then change your number. I guess that I don't need that though. Now you're just somebody that I used to know. Now you're just somebody that I used to know. Now you're just somebody that I used to know.
Woo! Let me show you how to get crypto rich. How to get Hex rich, baby. You have to invest for your future, man. We got to take shots. We're risk takers. We're shuckers and movers. We're pimps out here. Digital pimps. Digital nomads. Damn, son. What are we talking about, man? There's some other great tokens, right? I know this is mostly a Hex stream, but like Hex, Phantom, OP, they're going to be flying. Lordy Lord. I mean, Phantom, I'm thinking like $10 plus on it. Seriously. Like, that's in the realm of possibility. Cardano, too. If you like Cardano will be up as well, man. We're talking a lot of change right here, man. Like, but I think Hex, because of its community, its lockup period, the true believers in it, how long it's been in the space. It's one of the older coins in the space, right? I mean, Hex has been around since 2019. There actually isn't that many more coins that old, seriously, that are still around. Like, I can only think of a couple on the top of my head. There's Bitcoin, Ethereum, I guess Tether, USDC, XRP. I mean, basically what's in the top 10 right here. I mean, literally, these are older, a little bit of older coins right here, right? Cardano is a little old as well and stuff like that. But like, dude, if we go on Nomics, right, showing the real market cap of this thing right now, Hex is number 7. Bros, the way things in the next 6 months, it's very likely that we're either going to be number 4 or number 3 in market cap. We're gonna claim top 5 spot for Hex. Sheesh. The hell are we talking about, man? But let me read the super chat real quick. We got some super chats. The Fast and the Curious. What's up, man? Thank you so much for the super chat. How many Hex would you have to hold to make a good amount this bull market? It really depends on yourself, right? But I'm judging now. I always get this question a lot. I always judge it based off of a normal person and what's the current price, right? Now, I think kind of worst case, maybe we go down to 6 cents, but that's about as far. Five would be like you catching it at 5.9, 5.8 cents. And good luck to you. But let's just say today, right? I think a stretch goal. I mean, look, I know a lot of people. Some people got money and some people don't and stuff like that. But I think over time, I think every person will be able to do somewhere between 5 to 10K if that's what they really want, right? So a $5,000 position will get you about 57,000 Hex. So really getting like a 100,000 Hex position will be a stretch goal, basically, from there. So just kind of round it up and stuff, depending on what you're doing, right? If someone's playing like, oh yeah, you know what, I'm gonna throw 15 G's in this, right, as an example, right, 15 grand, then the person should at least try to get either, if that's all they have, perfect. But if a person's DCAing, trying to get themselves to like 250, maybe 200 is a nice little goal there and stuff like that. So at the minimum, I think everyone should try to go to 100K Hex if they can. And then 250, I think, is where things get pretty magical. 250,000 Hex is where things get kind of magical because you can take 50,000 Hex profit here and there. You can sell little, and like the beautiful thing is you can literally like take profits on Hex if you like, or stake it and do all this other stuff, and still have like 100K Hex liquid over and stuff. It kind of puts you in a really powerful position where you're able to sell. But of course, crypto is really fractionalized. You can always take profits on or sell whatever you need to sell, right? I mean, shit, if we're at $2, man, this is a $500,000 position that costs $21,000. I mean, let me do that math for you, right? 500K divided by 21,679. That's a 32x. I think that's a good day. I think that's a good bull market right there. Chef's kiss. Chef's kiss. And this calculator always seems broken, it seems. Oh, I think it's somebody's website. Oh, I was about to say, man, my numbers being accurate as fuck. But yeah, but basically, yeah, that would put you in a really decent position. I mean, like if we do get that $2 hex, I mean that puts you that's a 23x on capital without staking. Wally Saurus, man, what an asshole. 32x, you never see me again, brother. I love it, man. I love it. That's hella funny. All right, Junior Beltray, man, with the $10 super chat. What's going on? What's good, Miguel? I don't know if you covered this, but I jumped in late. What is your take on Hex listing on MEX, and where do you think that liquidity is originating from? Obviously, there is. I think there's been a little bit of a backroom deal with Whale that's transferred some money over there. That's what at least I think. Now, but eventually, whatever they end up having on there, they will run out, because I think there's more net buyers than there are net sellers on that exchange, as well as like you have a lot more of the Americans not really doing that and stuff. So you'll eventually that'll kind of run out, and I think there's either the best case scenario is that there's a background deal, someone gave them a liquid amount of Hex, and then when they start running out, they start market buying Hex, which will drive the price up. Yes, but if I had to guesstimate what's going on, probably a Whale end up setting up an OTC deal where they just sell them no slippage Hex for them to be able to provide their exchange with liquidity, basically. So in either scenario, it's great. People are able to get access to Hex, and then this Whale isn't selling Hex on the open market. But if it's the other way around, woo, it's a double thing, because now we're getting another net buy. So when they start running, when the exchange starts running on Hex, they start market buying or at least liquidity providing buying on these swap v3 and stuff with Hex. So it drives, either way, it's very good for the Hex price, because either it stops a Whale from selling, or two, it also ends up getting a big market buyer to keep buying Hex consistently, which is awesome. And shoo, definitely, man. Now, just to say this again, $2 Hex is kind of what I think is a minimum for me, but I could very well see like a $5.56 Hex and stuff. But going back to where we were right here with the market, right? $12,000 to $14,000 Ethereum is really where the kind of the minimum I see right now for the for where, like, if we're talking about a $5 Hex for Ethereum, that would mostly be probably the $14,000 range for Ethereum. And if we went any higher than that, gosh damn, dude. I mean, it puts us like this cycle is really Ethereum's cycle to really shine. Now, it's kind of this whole thing where like the pricing get up really high, but the gas fees are still high. So it's a huge boom. This is really an L1 cycle. We are getting a repeat of the last cycle where we're getting a very large influx of just basically Ethereum's going to hit capacity. It's going to go to other chains. We're going to get the L2s winning. We're going to get the L1s winning. We're going to. I really think that Pulse Chain has put itself in a position once it launches, because I really believe there's a lot of market timing. If you've seen some of those tweets that Rich has been talking about with the banks, we see some problems in next year as well. Like these banks have to reborrow money again, and it puts them in a really kind of sensitive position where essentially the government and the banks have kicked the can down the road for 1 year. So we are going to see some rumblings next year. But it's interesting that it's next year, because next year we have the presidential election, and we enter. And I know our boy Trump just is supposedly getting arrested from what I saw, but pretty insane. So. With these increased prices on Ethereum, $14,000 in terms of the all-time highs, it really puts us into a very, very, very nice structure where what I love about crypto is like when it's really up, just about everyone's winning. Maybe even the Zen guys will break even, man. More than likely, the Zen guys will probably be up a little bit as well, because the Gwei is so expensive that they can't bot mine their shit anymore. So maybe the supply goes down in a year or two. So. But I know it's 8 years of inflation or whatever. But no hate, but just is what it is. Don't buy it. Oh my god, man. Hilarious. Sheesh, man. What's up, DC? Getting some more Hedron this bear market. Don't forget to get some Hex, but yeah, some Hedron. Hedron's a screaming buy right now. I think, what's Hedron at? Let's see where we at right now. Oh, whoops. Here, I'll just go to the. Yeah, we're at 20. We're at 26, and I think yesterday we hit 27. So not bad. 26 is still pretty good. Yeah, it's starting to climb up. I think people are starting to realize. I did a stream the other day. If you guys haven't seen it, I did a stream with Crypto Sloth. It was a great stream. We talked about all the pros and cons of that. But that's the beautiful thing is that we even Hedron ends up helping the Hex ecosystem, which is beautiful. So there's so many reasons why I think this ecosystem is great. But at the end of the day, the most important thing of this ecosystem is that the people in it, the Hexicans. We are the most YouTubing community. We are the most powerfulest group in Twitter. We're the most powerfulest group on YouTube. And I am, if for all 451 of you guys watching right now, go, for the love of Christ, go make an Instagram. Even it can be a fake Instagram. You don't have to use your personal Instagram. Make a crypto Instagram. Go like everyone's and go follow everybody. And if we make ourselves more, if all 451 of you guys made an Instagram right now, you won't believe how much more we could end up affecting the space and onboarding more people to the crypto space, onboarding more people into Hex or your favorite crypto coin. Like right now, crypto is weak as fuck on Instagram right now. It is super weak. One of my call to actions for the Hexicans, the Pulse, and all the people from Pulse Chain, is to go make an Instagram. Go make an Instagram. You have to post. You can post memes all day if you want or something like that. But if we have a Twitter community, our Twitter community is so powerful. When we trend worldwide with Hex and Richard Hart. Imagine if we had that same amount of people on Twitter, on Instagram. Damn, dudes. Now let me talk to Stephen Robinson. Let me talk, because this is a how to get Hex rich, baby. And a way to get Hex rich is we need more people. We just do. We need the gospel of Hex, right? Stephen Robinson, right? TikTok. There's a lot of problems with TikTok. It can also get banned. They stifle a lot of posts right now. We're pretty close to, once the prices start really raging on crypto, that we're going to start getting a flip on the algorithm. And from what I see right now, the place, like, if you're famous on TikTok, people might know you a little bit, but it doesn't really get you interviews. It doesn't really do this stuff for you. It doesn't really shake and move. More money is on Instagram than TikTok. Now, TikTok will be the call to action maybe years down the line, but that generation mostly is Zoomers using TikTok. The Zoomers aren't really in a financial position where they can really change things right now, so we need to onboard the rest of the fucking millennials and the extras. And people, if you're actually really big on Instagram, you actually do have some world power. There is clout there. So if we're able to make our Hex influencers and you guys more mainstream and more powerful on Instagram, seriously, we are going to get to the point where, like, we can start getting bigger guests for Richard and for the Hexicans, and we can start, onboarding more people. This is the whole thing, I'm like this, like, it's not sexy what I'm saying right now, but this is the freaking truth right now. I'm telling you, man. And if you want those 304s, man, you got to get big on Instagram, man. I'm sorry, it's just this. I'm just telling you what it is, man. The Instagram is really like I like I could have 1 million followers on Twitter, right? 1 million followers on Twitter, still pretty good, right? If I did, right? Doesn't translate. If I had 1 million followers on Instagram, legitimate followers on Instagram, the amount of people in cloud I'd be able to do, the interviews I could pull. Look at all the little interviews I pulled and all the things I pulled for Richard and like ourselves and stuff with what I have right now. Imagine if we're at 1 million. 1 million subscribers on YouTube is big. 1 million subscribers on Instagram is big. So we're conquering on YouTube. We're working on YouTube, but we need to work on Instagram. And that's the truth. Okay, Hexicans, it's time to take over Instagram. That is my fucking call to action right now. We need to take it over. These other communities are little beta cucks. Oh my God, I'm scared. I don't know. A girl might like my post. Oh my God, my waifu will get mad. Who cares? We're red pill men. We're Hexicans, man. We're not afraid of shit. We've taken a lot of shit. Let's go conquer Instagram. You want them 304s? You want the big interviews? You want the clout? We have to get big on Instagram, because we get big on Instagram, we get bigger on Twitter. If we get bigger on Twitter, we get bigger on YouTube. And if that all happens, boom, this bull market starts faster. Like, again, I bet you we're the ones gonna, like, the Hexagons are gonna be the ones that kick off this bull market. The Hexagons are gonna start this bull market off, man, because we're gonna be out here hex flexing and fucking going crazy and shit. Other communities, others. I talked to some big people in the background. They're head of large projects, and they're like, man, you Hexagons are doing it crazy, man. I got people hitting me up, calling me for consultations. Token founders hitting me up, like, bro, from other not even from the Hex ecosystem, from other ecosystems, telling me like, yo, what kind of moves is Richard doing in the background, or like what's that. Like, dudes, people, the money, the shakers and the movers of the industry are watching what we're doing. They're jealous. Like, fuck, I wish I had people like the Hexagons. You won't believe how many I've heard that 3 times in the last week from big people in the crypto space. Like, I wish my community was like the Hexagons. Dudes, that's one of my that's so proud. I'm so proud to hear that. It put a smile on my face. Because I was me, Hexologist, Crypto Coffee, Captain, RG3 and stuff like that. We were able to start this thing off and stuff, and put a really good positive thing. I think if we had a different Mount Rushmore, different founders in the Hex community, I think we maybe would have had a much weaker community personally. Because if we ended up getting some real beta dudes and shit who were afraid to show themselves and didn't stream much and stuff, and didn't let people get on shows and stuff like the Discourse Syndicate on the Friday shows and stuff, I think we would have a significantly smaller community. I really believe we would have something like a fucking 70% reduction in the community plus. But because, like, really, it's the first people are really the trendsetters who end up setting it off, and I'm happy to be at least a quarter of that. And we were able to really influence and really put out a really great thing in the space and stuff. Shout out to Hexologist, streamed from the beginning of Hex to the entire completion of the AA and stuff. And therefore, I started the Discourse Syndicate with RG3, and we were able to, onboard a lot of people, give a lot of people in the Hex community a chance. We gave a lot of talks in the green room with people. Bro, start a channel, dude. Start a channel, bro. I believe in you, bro. Dude, you were great, man. Don't worry about it. You sounded awesome. People will listen, and people did. And that's why we have the largest YouTube community in all of crypto, because we didn't shun our people away. We embraced them. We empowered them. We raised our people up. That's why we're the best community. Because we weren't a bunch of fucking losers. Damn. And thank you for the $50 super chat, man. Rick in the 305, change that to a 4, with the $50 super chat. Awesome stream, man. Thank you so much, man. I really appreciate it, man. I really do, man. And Karn, man, with Instagram is the business card. We are 5 years ahead of the game. Almost. There's no competition. It's wide open. There's barely any crypto content out here, man. If we start posting, bros, we start posting crypto content. We do stories. We do clips. We shake and move. It can be altcoins accounts and stuff like that. Man, we are going to dominate the Instagram space. There's nothing out there, man. It's me and Charlie, BitBoy, and a couple other guys. That's it. That's it. I just got Crypto Sloth on Instagram. Shout out to the boy. I'm telling you guys. I've seen the light. I've seen the dream. I've dreamed the future. This is a path forward. I see there's market share there. We can grab, if you want this bull market to start early, you want this fucking stuff that we have to put in we have to put in the work. This is some Sunday gospel right here. I'm Holy Ghosting. I'm telling you. You want the bull market to start? You want to grow our community? We have to grow it ourselves. We have to try ourselves, man. I'm getting red in the face. That's how much I'm passionate about this, man. I'm telling you. This is it.
You didn't have to cut me off. Think I like it never happened, that we were nothing. I don't even need your love, but you treat me like a stranger, and I feel so loved. No, you didn't have to stoop so low. Have your friends collect your records and you change your number. I guess that I don't need that though. Now you're just somebody that I used to know. Now you're just somebody that I used to know. Now you're just somebody that
Padre, Hijo, Espíritu Santo, amen. May all your gains, may your only pain be champagne. And blessed be thy bags, for they shall pump. The Book of Gains. I've literally written about a half a book. The Book of Gains is actually kind of real. It's actually real. So I have been in the background writing 2 books. I've been writing the Book of Gains, and I've been writing another book that's like it's a pyramid book. And I'm telling you, man, when I release this thing, they're hymns, they're short passages, they're stories. I sold all my coins. Jesus wept. DCC wept. When I say, blessed be thy bags, for they shall pump, that is a real statement. Doesn't matter if you buy XRP. It doesn't matter if you buy ADA. It doesn't matter about Algorand. It doesn't matter whatever coin you buy. If you're in the cryptocurrency space, I wish you nothing but luck. I want you to win. I don't care where you come from. I don't care about your skin color. I don't care about your religion. I don't care about shit. I don't care if you're a female, a woman, a red pill man, red pill woman, blue pill, a cuck. I want you to win. I want you to change your life, and I want you to ascend. Ascend. I don't care if you own Zen. I wish you didn't, but I don't mind. I wish you the best. There's been this psyop. This fucking psyop in the cryptocurrency space that's turned us all against each other. It's a shame. It's a travesty that there has been a concerted effort to make every coin community fight against each other, and it's made me sick to my stomach of what's going on. We should not be fighting against each other. We should be together. If the cryptocurrency industry stood together. If we just decided one day to focus on a dream, to continue on and stop fighting with each other, kumbaya, not kumbaye, we could dominate this financial world. We could rug these fucking boomers of control. We could send this to a new world of economic prosperity. But instead, we choose to fight with each other. We call each other names. We call you a shitcoiner, a shill, a maxi, a loser, a cuck. You buy Zen, you go to 0. You buy BitConnect, you go to 0. But instead, we should be brothers locked in arm in arm, brothers and sisters locked in arm in arm. If we did that, if we all bought crypto, if over time we started rugging the financial system, we should have less money in our bank accounts and more money in crypto. We would change this whole industry. We are a $1 trillion industry. Why shouldn't we be 10? Why shouldn't we be 100? We should be bigger than gold. Just goes Hollywood Hexagon Hogan. I'm glad you mentioned this bullshit going on in the cryptocurrency community, man. The manosphere. Watch videos on how they did it to the UFO community. Same tactics. I am 100% certain that there's starting to be plants and inserts. I'm 100% sure of it in crypto because I'm very deep in the crypto space. I think maybe it might be starting in the manosphere, not yet. I think some of the OGs are fine, but we are starting to get plants, industry plants, that are trying to change the doctrine and bastardize this thing. This happens every time. Look what they did to the Black Panthers. Governments get scared when men get together. Oh my God. I swear, I feel like the blood boiling in my veins, man. I'm just like, I'm steaming right now. When V3? Soon. I literally think I still think that before the end of this month, we'll get V3. We're really close. Richard just said it himself. We're close. We're going to get V3. I think Pulse Chain happens somewhere between middle to late summer. Let me show you how to get Hex Rich. You take your dirty fucking fiat in the bank. You go open 4 exchanges minimum. Coinbase, Kraken, Gemini, Binance USA. You treat these exchanges like bitches. Spinning plates. You take that capital. You buy a coin on this exchange. You wait until they unlock it. You take it off. You take that Ethereum. Go on Uniswap. Go on Matcha. Buy Hex. Buy your favorite cryptocurrencies. Buy a Trezor. Buy a Ledger Nano S. Store away a good amount in the Ledger. That's your bank vault. You write these words down on a sheet of paper and eventually metal, hopefully. And now you're in the space. We have to start rugging the financial system. We need more capital in the crypto system. We are there's 450 of you guys here right now. There's 450 you guys right now, and you're the guys who are winning. There's people right now withdrawing their money from a small community bank, which they shouldn't be doing, but I get it, into JP Morgan or Bank of America. What we should be doing is taking that capital, moving into the crypto space, buying Bitcoin, buying Ethereum, buying Hex, whatever fucking coin that fucking floats your fucking boat. We have to run. The reason cryptocurrency is where it's at right now, the reason Satoshi Nakamoto created Bitcoin is because he was tired of the banks getting away with this shit. This fractional reserve bullshit. We were tired of it. They bailed out the banks. They didn't put no bankers in jail. We should have followed Iceland's example. Iceland put all their bankers in jail. Their banking system is strong as fuck right now. They're not going through a crisis right now. We kicked the can down the road. We printed money. We put rates to zero. I understand why. We didn't want a depression. But we should have put some bankers and people in jail for doing the bullshit they did. Taking advantage of these minority communities. HBC targeted poor elderly African-American people, calling them racial slurs because these people will sign on the dot anything we put in their face. That's the fucking people that should go to jail. So Satoshi created Bitcoin because he was tired of that bullshit. From there, we had the burgeoning of now we had a money where we could buy and send, and no middleman could stop us. We can hold our wealth. You have your keys, you have your coins, you have your money, you have control over them. They can't control their money. They're scared. They make money off of controlling your money. When they don't control their money, they're powerless. They're powerless.
You didn't have to cut me off. I can never we were nothing. I don't even need your love, but you treat me like a stranger, and I feel so low.
That's how we fight the system, you guys. I'm spitting facts. I'm holy ghosting right now because I'm here for you guys, man. Because I have to go to number. I gotta go to if I have to go to 10, I go to 12 because I need to break through. Keep DCAing. I call myself dollar cost crypto for a reason. We cultivate crypto. You know, we're building the space. It's slow. It seems slow, but 1 year in crypto is 10 years in the equities market. The amount of look, by 2025, 2026, we are going to have a central bank digital currency in the United States of America. It's happening. It's already happening worldwide. It's happening in Africa. It's happening in Asia. It's happening in Europe. It's happening in the Caucasus Mountains. It's happening everywhere. There's no escaping it. Every government is trying to rug you. Every government is trying to rug you. With these central bank digital currencies, they're going to honey-dick the entire communities. There's going to be an economic crash, whether it happens in 25 or 24. There's going to be a crash in the banking system, right? Or at 26. It doesn't matter where it happens. In the next 3 years, at some point, we are going to get a significant crash in the market. things are going to be bad, and they're going to print money again, and they're going to give stimulus checks. And they're going to say, if you want your stimulus checks today, you will take it. You have to log into the central bank digital currency app, and you'll get your money today. Or you wait a month, it'll come in the check form. And eventually the checks will disappear, and you have to be on the app. They are like in China, they're going much faster than us on this, but in America, it's death by 1,000 cuts. They're boiling a frog slowly but surely. And it's a double-edged sword, both for China and America. Because as soon as you teach people how to receive and send money and do these transactions like Ethereum, you are onboarding a tremendous amount of people into the cryptocurrency space. And let me tell you this right now, they're trying to close the avenues down. But I will tell you, crypto will prevail. Crypto will propel us into the next era where we have control over our money. It's not going to be a perfect world. It never is. If I can ever give you a recommendation of a movie to watch Ready Player One. Skip the love story crap or whatever that. Think of that, but make it better than that. We're heading towards some version of that world, whether it's the next 20, 30 years, some version of that, not as dark, not as evil, but not as good either. Somewhere in the middle. And I'm telling you right now, start onboarding capital into the cryptocurrency space. If the silver and the gold guys can you imagine if the silver gold guys thought, there's a lot of guys like, shout out to Robert Kiyosaki, he's a smart man, very smart man. George Gammon, another smart man. These guys own cryptocurrencies. They made sure, even though they're big in commodities or big in the gold space, they own gold and silver mines. They make sure, Robert Kiyosaki makes sure that he owns cryptocurrency, he owns Hex. He makes sure that he owns a part of the next world and stuff. A lot of people are so close-minded. Just because something's new doesn't, like, if there's a brand new asset class, learn about it. Maybe it's not your cup of tea, but if there's so much passionate people on this and you've seen the amount of returns that's happened, you've got to be crazy not to have an allocation in it. The cyberpunks, this started with the cyberpunks, then the libertarians, and then the poker gamblers. But time after time after time, more and more people are expanding. We have to keep some of that cyberpunk and libertarian ideals, but remember, it's a fusion of a world. It's going to be shades of gray. Now, you have to get into the space. A lot of you guys are into it and stuff. Set a set amount of money that you're DCAing into the market, right? Make sure you are saving some of your money in the bank or in cash. One thing I got to tell you, like, I don't know what's going to happen in the next little bit with the banks and stuff, but I would tell you guys, this is a very prudent sort of thing. Take out some money in cash. Have some hundreds, have some 50s, 20s, 5s, and 10s. It's very possible maybe we might get a couple more banks to go down. If I could ever have some ready cash. The rest of it, for some of you guys who have a lot of money in the bank, make sure you have multiple bank accounts and at the very least start onboarding a little more capital into the cryptocurrency space, because things are going to get shaky very soon. You need to have you should have water and extra food in there. You should have water filter. You don't have to do all these things at the same time. Someone starting off today, I would just tell you, get into the cryptocurrency space, have your savings there, and have some cash. Then from there, make sure you have, if you're an American, you have the right to bear arms, get some weapons. Nothing crazy. You don't have to go bananas, but it's just be prepared. But I see, like, if the banks went down today and you didn't have access to your cash, how the hell would you pay? How would you pay for anything? People still accept dollars, right? Because we're still under the psychosis. Crypto boogie, yeah. Get some ammo. Get some soups. But all jokes aside, prepare. It doesn't cost that much to do so and stuff. A couple $1,000, you're in a much better position where a lot of people are going to be caught off the back foot. A hand, a mag, a rifle, that sort of thing right there, man. I'm telling you, man, things are going to get shaky and stuff, but I'm going to tell you, no matter what happens, me and Charlie are going to be here with you guys. and we are going to try our best to navigate through the space and stuff like that. But we think we've put ourselves into one of the best positions in the world. Everybody else's money is disappearing. We have inflation at a 20% clip all year on year. That means in the next 7 years you will lose 50+% or more of your value of your money. If you're not getting at least a 2x on your money, you are losing right now tremendously. What do you think about V friends? I have some recommend to sell buy and sell Hex. I get your Hex and Ethereum position first. Always get like NFTs. NFTs have to be a third priority in the space. Put the mask on. The mask on is getting your capital into crypto. From there, getting your Ethereum position, getting your Hex position, getting a couple alt positions. Once we've really established a portfolio, then you can make some speculations on altcoins. V friends will probably do okay because Gary Vaynerchuk is a thought leader in space and is not disappearing at all. He's working at it. He's a hardworking guy. I think his thing's going to do really well. Alex Becker, another guy, he has his project. I think he'll do very well. I got respect for Alex Becker as well. The Red Pill Lines, another great NFT project. They're working with Rollo Tomasi. They're using the money they generate from the project to make Red Pill movies and do things to help Rollo out and stuff and propel the Red Pill space. I think they're doing a great thing. That's what we support the Red Pill Lions. The MIT ends on April 3rd. ETH Lizards is about to do a coin launch, and they're about to do an NFT airdrop for all holders of the ETH Lizards and stuff. Another great NFT to hold. These are just some, and we teach this in the crypto mindset courses, you guys. Trust me, man. We haven't done the crypto mindset course in a while, and we got a big announcement. But I'm going to leave the stream right now. I'm going on to the we're going to be doing Moon Gang in a little bit. Let me see. We're gonna be doing Moon Gang in a little bit right now, and it's just gonna be a beautiful sort of thing, man. So Dan T with the $5 super chat. Love this DCC. One reason I'm in crypto. If my kids can call me anywhere in the world saying that they are in trouble, I have money to give them. That is true. That is a beautiful thing. And then outside of the United States, there's a lot of OTC services you can do in Dubai and Europe and stuff like that. They haven't outlawed local Bitcoins and stuff. You could if you had a daughter, Dad, I lost my money. I got pickpocketed and stuff. Well, honey, do you still have your phone? You do? Okay, here. Make this wallet right here. Okay, Dad. I'll send her some Ethereum. Go here, baby. Cash it out. And then she has some money and so she can get herself home. You can, this is the beautiful thing that, it seems hard right now, but in 10, 15 years, a lot of you guys are going to be parents. A lot of you guys are going to be parents. And wouldn't it be cool that you're one of the most tech-savvy parents in the world? If you're going to be tech-savvy about anything, be tech-savvy about your money. Be tech savvy about your money, you guys.
You didn't have to cut me off. Think like it never happened, that we were nothing. I don't even need your love, but you treat me like a stranger, and I feel so loved. No, you didn't have to stoop so low. Have your friends collect your records and then change your number. I guess that I don't need that though. Now you're just somebody that I used to know. Now you're just somebody that I used to know. Now you're just somebody that I used to know.
Woo! Well, thank you so much for joining me on this beautiful stream, you guys. All 420 plus of you, man. I think we almost hit 500 live viewers, man. Thank you so much, man. I'll be leaving right now from this stream, going to Moon Gang. We have a big announcement on Moon Gang, man. Join us over there right now. It's going to be a killer fucking stream. I'll be there within a second. And thank you so much for joining me, man. And God bless, dude. I'm stay dollar cost averaging, and I mean we're gonna make it, man. Peace.